one night of being bombed. I keep to myself, avoid the sign, cancel plans with everyone.
Welcome back to the GSL. I am Tasty. With me is Artos. I hope you enjoyed that interview, which was like 3 different languages going on there. I was just sweating watching that. That was complicated. But congratulations to Sen. I'm sure all these Sen fans, all our Taiwanese viewers are very happy to see this today.
Yeah.
Sen.
I'm sure everyone's happy to see it, man. It's Sen.
Yeah. Well, OGS probably isn't happy. Vines got taken out. But that was a pretty good series.
Yeah.
A lot of stuff you could learn from PBZ on that, in that series there. So I was really pleased to cast that. Our next matchup, though, Artosis, tell us what it is.
Kid against
a guy named
jookToJung.
Kid. Kid. What are you doing, Kid?
That's a funny ID. I don't know anything about Kid.
We're going to have fun with this ID, Artosis.
Yeah, absolutely.
He's against jookToJung. Now, jookToJung, his name is a funny play in Korean.
Yeah.
Thors must die. Or
die Thors.
Something like that.
It's like a funny.
It's funny.
Yeah.
You got to trust it's funny.
I like it. It's good style because this guy actually, he's really original. He does a lot of things that you don't really see other Zergs do.
Right.
Always coming up with something new. He hasn't really won anything, but he has really decent results.
Yeah, that's very true.
So
and his ID is LittleBoy. What the hell's going on? Okay,
it's not Kid. A kid is a little boy.
That's actually true.
So I think
a little boy is a kid.
He probably has the Korean ID for little boy or kid, and it kind of translates to both,
Okay.
So I'm thinking this guy has a Korean ID.
He's 26, so I guess I feel pretty young now. And being the same age as me here.
No,
then again, I'd be
it's Korean age.
No, it's Korean age, so he's actually younger than me. I'm 27.
You're an old man,
I'm an old man.
You're creepy.
I'm creepy. I'm old. Been married many times. No, but seriously, this guy, a new player on the scene. It's going to be a TVZ. Great matchup to cast. It says his favorite unit is the Mule.
Smartest Terran player I've ever seen.
I know. He knows what he's talking about.
Yeah.
Man. Those things are good.
That's my least favorite unit.
And
this is the guy that knocked out OGS Inca in the qualifiers.
Thank you, John. You're so good.
We couldn't do this without John. He tells us everything. I don't actually know anything about this game. He just
I never played this game before. No, that's really interesting. I didn't realize this was the guy that knocked out Inca.
Yeah.
We were at the qualifiers.
Yeah.
And
there was just so much
stuff going on. Yeah.
There was like 8 finals at once.
I don't know if you guys have heard this, but Nada was actually knocked out at this tournament. Let's take a look at our other guy, jookToJung. We've seen him here before.
Yep.
Much younger than the other players down here.
Yeah, and really clever player. Clever name. Die Thors. I love it.
I love it. That's funny.
From the Jung clan. Jung clan being underrepresented lately. I'm not even really sure if it's still around. I'm running into so few Jungs on the ladder. It's like, what a tiny, tiny team that is.
Yeah.
I bet you they get gobbled up by someone.
I have no idea.
That's okay. Anyways, jookToJung has been both other seasons. Round of 32 first time, where he lost to Maka, I believe. And then round of 64 last time. I can't recall who he lost to because we were at BlizzCon.
Yeah, that was back when we were at BlizzCon. By the way, it was fun seeing you guys at BlizzCon. Yeah. Oh, excuse me. To all the Korean viewers and everybody down here, if you guys come down to the studio, feel free to say hi to us. We are, with the qualifiers, I was actually amazed at how many Korean people came up to us. Like, actually, we watch your cast to learn English. So thank you so much for joining us. It was great to meet a lot of you guys down there.
Absolutely.
Yeah. Just had to throw that out there. And by the way, special thank you to our sponsors at Sony Ericsson. Thank you, Blizzard. And thank you, everybody, for tuning in. Check out our premium service. The money does go to improve the stream. So please check that out.
Yeah. And, while we're filling some time here, Tasteless.
How you feeling, buddy?
For the maps.
You got a little bit sick. He was sick for the past years. I was worried about him.
I know. I've been sick all week. I haven't come out to play at all, man.
I know, man.
I've just been trying to ladder and not doing that well,
Yeah, poor guy.
Just coughed during the middle of the game and micro my stuff.
I hope you don't get me sick, man. Which would be one of us
as long as I get better, Jesus.
Yeah, as long as there's some kind of balance of one of us healthy, one of us not. We need to get the GumTV meta back over here. We're going to get our maps up here. Now let's take a look at the maps. It is Shikuras Plateau, Blistering Sands, and Xelnaga Caverns.
This is actually a really great pool. We haven't seen a lot of TVZs on Blistering Sands, so that should be pretty exciting. But what I'm really excited about that map is jookToJung. He's such a creative Zerg. I would not be surprised at all if he has something really creative for that map. The other two kind of more standard maps. So I think we're more likely to see standard play there. Yeah, and
all right, we did it.
That's what I have to say.
I'm ready to get this game going here. So we're going to start this off with Shakras Plateau. That is a big map, which means we could see a very long game. I think some of the best Terran vs. Zergs that we've seen have been on that map. Talking about like epic Lord of the Rings style, end of the movie of Lord of the Rings, big battles and stuff like that, versus Steps of War.
Which is like running down the hill trying to stop the banelings with his white staff. Sorry, Gandalf.
Sorry, you can't stop banelings.
Not happen, man.
The countdown has started. So let's get ready for this awesome series.
Okay.
Okay, over here. In the red.
This is quite interesting. Goma, I did not realize that the Korean ID. Look there.
Oh, Goma, yeah, there it is. He is the one, the only. Goma.
So I actually do know this guy.
His name on our stat sheet says Kid. His name on the screen is LittleBoy, but his ID is Goma.
Yeah, that must be the Korean word for that. I did not know what that word meant, but I've played him plenty of times, so.
And here is jookToJung.
There he is.
That must be another word for kid, because I thought Agi was actually the word for
Agi's
child.
Baby.
No, that's Aki. There's Agi, and then there's Aki, I think. Could be mistaken.
Agi is baby.
And then, well, let's see here. Okay, jookToJung paused the game. We have something going on. He's probably saying, wait a minute, I thought I was playing a guy named Kid.
It's Goma?
Yeah.
But, Goma, he's a good Terran player. I've hit him on the ladder a lot of times. Not in the past week or so can't really say anything about since the metagame kind of shifted with this new Terran Barracks play. But
yeah, I know. Everything changed online after the Nesty final game.
Past 2 weeks, totally different game.
Yeah.
The metagame is completely different from what it used to be.
It's kind of awesome to see it changing so fast. We're going to have expansion packs and stuff like that. And I don't know what the problem is. I guess we'll be notified pretty soon here. But sit tight, guys. We'll get this started up here. Obviously, it's just the start of the game, so it's not that impactful.
They just asked for a countdown in the game, so I think they're just going to restart. There must have been just some small issue. Maybe, his sound went off or something like that. Kicked out the cord. Who knows?
So
we are back.
Let's go back to the game screen because we are back in the game now. I could see it. You guys can't. You guys have to look at us.
We have to pretend we're the units. All right, I'm the SCV.
I'm the Overlord. I'm going like this. All right, so we can actually cue game screen. And we're going to go back to the game screen. Okay, there we go. And there was
okay. Hotkey setting was messed up. That probably means that someone had it on grid or something else when, in fact, jookToJung wanted on whatever. There's a few different ways you can have your hotkeys in this game. All right, so that Overlord going to come over and see a depot.
So he's going to know right away where his opponent is, and he hides the Overlord pretty well.
Yep. Good play there. In fact, Goma probably shouldn't have done that depot and instead just sent an SCV over to check. But anyways, Goma is getting a geyser. So we're not going to see either a really fast expansion or the 2 barracks play.
Now, as you can see, Zerg is expanding very quickly before the spawning pool started. And now we have our Zerg. It looks like he's going to make a tech lab, by the way. You got to be careful if you place your barracks strong like that. So if you lift before Marine, there's a trick you can do where you can actually put the drone under the barracks.
Yeah, you just micro it around.
Yeah.
And it's a lot harder in this game than in StarCraft 1. But
right. And if you do that, then you can just make wings at home.
Yeah.
They won't actually have a barracks they can lose.
We haven't seen that in StarCraft 2 yet. But it happened in StarCraft 1 a decent amount. There wasn't... Little fun fact, Tasteless, there wasn't a single time that happened to me where I did not cuss out my opponent.
By the way, we have a Reaper on the way here. Reapers were used much more before the patch.
Yeah, you don't see him against Zerg all that often. About 3 weeks ago it was used a little bit, but not really anymore.
Bunker back here.
And he's just hoping that the SCV stays somewhere the drone can't hit. And if it does, this is going to be quite annoying to deal with.
Oh, this could be bad. The SCV is back there. He has more drones coming over this way.
jookToJung should be hitting the bunker for damage at least.
Uh-oh.
And some Zerglings coming out as well. He's going to want to target that SCV.
Oh!
And look at that. Oh!
It like finishes somehow.
Finishes itself.
Meanwhile, though, there's a Reaper. He couldn't salvage this bunker.
He's trying to.
Is he going to get it in time?
It salvages because he stopped attacking with it. Because there's a Reaper in his base. So
that's actually a really good strategy.
It's pretty cool.
Uh-oh. Okay, that Reaper did not do the damage I thought it was going to.
Well, it did get 2 drones.
Yeah, true.
You know, that bunker that was never really planned for anything but to draw things down. I
Look
like
at
it.
this.
Oh, that's really
That's
cool.
sexy.
Just throwing down some extra barracks.
I like this.
Oh,
and it's
my.
The wall. Oh, this is very nice.
It kept him really busy, forced some lings out, scouted, and yeah. Now he's in the... Look at this. In the main base of Terran, we have double gas and throwing down a factory. So Goma showing us some cool build here. I haven't seen anything like this yet, so... Awesome. Thank you, Goma, for showing me something new.
I love it when I see players do stuff like this. It's so different than what we've seen before. And I even love the position of this. I think he might go for a pressure play here. Oh, don't let the Zergling in. Uh-oh.
Oh, don't worry.
He said, oh, do you have your passport here? Uh-oh. Nope. Go back home. And now he can just use the Reaper defensively. And we just see more and more barracks on the way. And he's going to get a starport, second starport, so we're probably going to see double medevac.
Yeah, there's a possibility. Oh, That is actually really interesting, Tasteless. The double starport, making a, if we take a look right there, look at that, tech lab. One is next to it, the other one is next to a factory building, a tech lab. I dare say he's going to go expansion into Banshee.
Yeah, actually, you might be right. You might be completely right about that.
It's definitely what it's looking like here. Yeah, in fact, lifting that off, so. Very interesting build here. This is making me a little bit scared because this is like something that you know it can happen, but it never does, and you're thankful.
Yeah, well, it's like when something like this does happen, it could throw you off so much. And he's actually getting Banshee
Cloak as well.
Oh, very interesting.
jookToJung at the moment getting a Spire. Sorry, Taste. Am I giving you my cold?
I'm starting to get the cop, man. I'm sure I'll be fine, though. Now we have the Spire and the Baneling's Nest.
The timing on this is going to be pretty tight against Mutas, I have to say. I'm not sure what he's going to be able to do.
I'm really looking forward to seeing this.
Okay.
Whoa, okay. And this time he's getting a reactor.
Yeah.
Can he actually support all this? I mean, looks like he's actually not going to even use the barracks at all. He's actually just going to make that as a wall. That really threw me off.
Yeah, it's interesting. Is he going to go medevacs for Marines, or are we going to see just pure airplay like a lot of Vikings or something? I don't know.
I have no idea. Well, he could actually land the starport here, get the reactor, and then get basically 4 Vikings coming out at a time. If these 2 Banshees can do enough damage. The Zerg Spire is not, the Zerg Spire is done.
I almost feel like he should have waited for 4 Banshees, because Cloak is going to finish in time, but if he had 4 Banshees, the amount he would kill before an Overseer got up to deal with it would be unbelievable.
3 kills already over here. Meanwhile, Cloak.
You do have an Overseer making as well as 6 Mutalisks.
Uh-oh, he's doing so much damage. So much damage. Now cloaking this. He's going to take out a ton of drones.
Losing mining time, killing drones left and right. He's got 4 kills and 6 kills so far. So these have been worth their weight in gold. In fact, going to take out a Queen.
Uh-oh. Peace.
And one of the Banshees even gets away.
Yeah.
Now, if you don't get the speed upgrade on Overlords and Overseers, then, oh, look at this. He's going pure Viking now to counter that. This is really so interesting.
Really interesting.
But as I was saying, the Banshees can get away if they run before the Overseer gets there because they're faster unless you get that speed upgrade for Overlords and Overseers. So he does get away with the Banshees. And I think we are about to see something amazing, a total Sky Terran against Zerg, which I have never seen this in StarCraft 2.
I've never ever seen this build.
I think I may have seen it one time in beta phase 1, like week 2, and I giggled and made some hypes.
And you know what's interesting? He transitions now to then using all of his barracks.
This
fancy.
is so weird. He's making a ton of Vikings, though.
Well, he wants to surprise him with those Vikings. Once you show your opponent those Vikings.
Yeah. Here's the thing. When he kills all those mutas, he's going to fly over and kill every single Overlord. And look at this. jookToJung is like, what is this?
I know. He's like,
uh-oh. And it is time to start killing Overlords. We got to keep an eye on the supply here. See when it goes into the red.
He's not moving the Vikings.
And notice, by the way, it's 95 supply for our Terran player, Goma, and only 59 for jookToJung.
Comes in once again, takes out some more drones.
God, wow. This is crazy.
And now the Vikings are on the move.
I'm surprised he didn't actually go over there and try to kill a bunch of Overlords, because with only a couple Queens up and 3 mutas or so.
Uh-oh. He's going to save this.
Oh, he's trying to catch the mutas.
Nice job there. Keeping the Banshee alive. He can repair that and abuse his opponent later on with that.
You know, unfortunately, jookToJung is still making pure Mutalisk. What he really should do is transfer into Hydras and Infestors. It's kind of a funky unit composition at times, but it's, I mean, it would destroy, absolutely destroy.
Well, Fungal Growth is
when
so
you
strong.
see this many flying units.
Well, this is so weird because he's made so many Mutalisks and Marines when stemmed are actually quite good against Mutalisks.
Yeah.
I don't know if he's even actually equipped for this. You can see he's hiding Overlords in the back of the map.
This is not looking good. This attack that's coming out right now.
I think this might actually kill him.
I really feel that way, Tasteless. He's going to see all those Marines and just be like, oh, well, this was embarrassing.
Talk about a weird play here, though.
Yeah, totally wild. I've never seen Goma do anything like this.
And I don't know what you...
Oh, he found the Baneling more. Yuck.
Ouch. Legs are moving away. Zerg's just trying to buy time, but I think this unbelievable unit mixture is just too much. Banelings are morphing.
That's right, and it looks like every Overlord on the map will probably be taken out. Even if he loses all of these Marines, I mean, the Banshees may be able to clean up just because...
The Vikings.
Yeah, they block all anti-air.
Oh my God, that's it, GG.
That was wild. Wow. All right. He is happy. Look at that.
Yeah, I know. He's like, damn, I'm that good. I'm so good.
Who's a little kid now? Who's a little kid now, jookToJung?
Man, he's got to be feeling so good about that. He made that look easy. We've never seen anything like that. I think jookToJung has...
He's never seen anything like that.
He has the WTF face on right now.
It's like, did that just happen?
Yeah, no
Normally,
kidding.
as a Zerg, you're pretty happy to see Vikings, I have to admit.
Yeah.
The Viking unit isn't really that great against Zerg. It's really only good against Broodlords. Everything else, you're just kind of like, whatevs.
Yeah, why would I get that? Or more than one of those. Sometimes you see Terrans get like one of them to spot for like a siege tank drop and stuff like that, but never mass Vikings. You know, it's interesting though. He went Reaper. He did that really cool trick, by the way, at the start with the bunker, salvaging it and taking out a few drones and forcing his opponent to make a lot of lings. Yeah. Then he expands, gets a bunch of barracks. So
That's
of course,
a wall-in,
so as Zerg sees that, he goes, okay, Marines. Prepare for Marines. Then he just texts the Vikings.
Not just Marines, but it's very safe. It's hard to break down in barracks.
Yeah.
Spy Depot's much easier. Bunker's much easier.
Yeah.
Even.
And then those Banshees. So if let's say Banelings did come into the game, Zerg tried to bust him, he could use those Banshees as defense, not just offense. Then he just switches to Vikings. Then the final transition is to just go Marines.
A bunch of Marines just
to
support on the ground, just clean up whatever's left.
They're cheap.
Yeah, it's pretty wild build. I'm really interested to see this guy play this.
Yeah.
I know, yeah. I need to go home and get beaten by this.
Well, we're going to get game number 2 started in just a second here. Let's see if we see another crazy build from Kid. Get ready. This is the GSL with a sick artosis.
Sorry.
And
I tried to hold it in until the screen went off, but they take forever.